The story begins, and we see a man named Tom who comes to meet his father after 14 years. His father's name is Patty. As soon as Patty sees Tom, he is shocked, because there had been no news or information about Tom for the past 14 years. Then both of them go inside the house. Patty offers Tom coffee, but Tom says that he doesn't want coffee. He wants alcohol. Then Patty starts taking out alcohol, but as soon as he tries to give it to Tom, Patty says that he quit drinking a long time ago. It has been almost 3 years now. He says that alcohol has always ruined his life. Then Tom says, "Don't blame alcohol for all your mistakes. I have seen what you did to my mother. You always hurt my mother. You were never a good husband, you kept beating my mother, and you never became a good father either. I don't remember a single moment where I can say that you were a good father. At that time, stop blaming alcohol." After saying all this, Tom leaves from there. On the other side, we see Brendan, who is Tom's elder brother. It is his daughter's birthday, and that's why he is decorating the house. He throws a very nice birthday party, but his wife is very upset about this. Her name is Tess. Their family's financial condition is very bad, so she tells Brendan that they shouldn't have spent so much money on the birthday. They should think about the future as well. As soon as the birthday party ends, Tess rushes to her work because she has to go quickly. Now Brendan is alone at home, and he has to put his daughters to sleep. The next day, we see a gym scene. Everyone here is very busy, but one man is watching the news. On the news, we see a millionaire named Riley, who is going to organize a very big tournament, which will be the biggest championship ever. Whoever wins this tournament will get $5 million. That's why this tournament is going to be huge, and everyone has very high expectations from it. Then Tom comes to this gym and takes a 1-month subscription, but he doesn't talk to any trainer. He comes every day, trains on his own, and leaves every day. Meanwhile, his eyes fall on a fight. Everyone calls that fighter Mad Dog. Mad Dog is extremely aggressive, and he keeps beating the people he practices with. Then we see the owner of the gym, whose name is Cold. When Mad Dog defeats a fighter, Cold tells another fighter to practice with him and fight him. He says that if you fight him, I will give you $200. But no one wants to fight him. After hearing this announcement, Tom comes forward and tells Cold that he can fight him. But Cold says no, because he feels that Tom has just started coming to the gym and is fighting out of excitement. So Tom starts to leave. But Mad Dog provokes him and says that he doesn't need the money. He just wants to fight him. Then Cold says, "It's your choice, but you'll have to sign the papers first. If anything happens to you, it won't be our responsibility at all." Tom agrees. Then their fight begins. Tom crashes on a Mad Dog like a tsunami. People don't understand what is happening. When Tom starts raining punches, Mad Dog has no answer at all. One of the fighters there records all of this. Tom doesn't stop. He keeps lifting Mad Dog and slamming him down again and again, and in the end, with a powerful punch, he knocks him out. After seeing this, everyone is shocked, and they can't understand who this man really is. Then Tom goes to Cold and asks if he can get his $200. Cold becomes silent. On the other side, we see Brendan again. We find out that Brendan is a physics teacher, and his students love him very much because he teaches them with a lot of care. But after school, he meets a financial advisor. His daughter needs a heart transplant, which will cost a lot of money, and Brendan doesn't have any money at all. He talks to the advisor, but the advisor says that he can't even mortgage his house because many installments are already overdue. If he doesn't pay all the money within the next 90 days, the bank will seize his house. So the advisor suggests that he should declare himself bankrupt. Only then can he recover later. After hearing this, Brendan becomes completely hopeless and starts heading back home. Then we see Patty watching Tom's old videos. When Tom used to wrestle, he had won 17 gold medals. Meanwhile, the doorbell rings. When Patty opens the door, he sees Cold standing there. Cold is looking for Tom, but Patty says that he doesn't know anything about Tom. If you have any work with him, find him yourself. On the other side, we see Brendan calling Tess and telling her that to earn extra money, he will now work at night as well. He says he has got a job as a bouncer at a club, and that's where he is going. But Brendan lies to Tess. To earn extra money, Brendan was actually a fighter before. He did underground fighting for a long time. But after marrying Tess, he left all of that and became a physics teacher. Today, after a long time, Brendan is going to fight again. His match is against the local champion, whose name is Mike. As soon as the fight starts, Mike attacks aggressively. But Brendan is fully prepared. His technique is very strong. He knows how to tire out his opponent. He quickly exhausts Mike. As soon as Mike gets tired, Brendan attacks him. He rains punches on him one after another. And with this, he wins his first fight. But the organizer tells him that if he wants money, he will have to fight 2 more matches continuously. Brendan agrees to this, and he spends the entire night and keeps fighting. But early in the morning when he comes home, he goes straight to the bathroom and sits in the bathtub. Just then Tess comes there. When she sees Brendan's condition, she is shocked because his entire body is covered with bruises and injury marks. Then Brendan tells her the whole truth, that he had lied to her and that he has been doing underground fighting again like before because they need money. Tess says that she already knew this, but she asks him to promise that he will never do anything like this again. She says that they will find a way out together. On the other side, we see Tom reaching Patty and telling him about the tournament, where the winner will get $5 million. Tom wants Patty to train him, and Patty agrees. Then we see a scene from Brendan's class. One of the students had seen Brendan fighting, and he is telling everyone about it. Most people don't believe him, but when Brendan enters the classroom and everyone sees the bruises on his body, they start believing it. Brendan himself didn't know that this had spread so much, and he tries to continue teaching. Meanwhile, we see the school principal, whose name is Joe. He calls Brendan to his office and says that the news has spread everywhere that you fight. I checked your resume, and you never mentioned that before coming here. You were a fighter. Brendan says that because he had quit fighting, he didn't think it was necessary to mention it. Joe says that this is the final decision. We are suspending you until next semester, and you won't receive any payment until then. You can leave. Brendan tells Tess everything and says that their situation is going to become even worse now. That's why he is thinking of starting low-level fights, because for a long time he won't have any other source of income. Tess gets very scared thinking about this, but in the end, she agrees. Then Brendan goes to his friend, whose name is Frank. Frank trains fighters. Brendan tells him everything, that his house will be taken away if he doesn't bring money, and that's why he is thinking of starting fighting again. Frank understands him, but says that you can't become a fighter now. You left fighting a long time ago. Even when you wanted to become a fighter earlier, you didn't have that fire to become the best. So you should think about it and not destroy yourself. Does your wife know that you want to fight again? Brendan says yes, I just need one chance. After hearing this, Frank agrees, but he says that most of his time is with Mark. He is preparing Mark for the tournament, so he won't be able to give Brendan much time. Brendan still agrees. But when Brendan comes back home at night, he sees that someone has come to meet him. It is his father, Patty. Patty tells Brendan that today is a very special day for him. Today he has completed 1,000 days. He hasn't touched alcohol for the last 1,000 days. He wants them all to have dinner together. Brendan says that this doesn't mean anything. Just because this day is special for you, it doesn't mean it's special for me too. I don't want to talk to you. After saying this, he starts to leave. Then Patty tells him that Tom has come back and that he is training him again. Hearing this, Brendan gets disturbed and says that Tom was always your favorite because he was a better fighter than me. You always gave him more attention, and even now you are training him. Patty says that he wants to apologize for everything and wants all of them to live like a family. But Brendan says no. I can forgive you, but I can't trust you. Saying this, he closes the door. The next day, Tom reaches the gym, where Cold tells him that he has sent Tom's name for the tournament and that Tom has been selected. Hearing this, Tom becomes very happy. He calls a woman and tells her, "Never forget my promise. I had promised your husband that I would take care of you, and I still stand by that promise." Then we come to know that Tom and that woman's husband had fought together in the war. But during the war, her husband died. After that, Tom promised her that he would take care of his wife. Now both Tom and Brendan start practicing. They train day and night. Meanwhile, Brendan keeps fighting again and again with Mark, who is the biggest contender, and one day he even defeats Mark. On the other side, Tom is also practicing hard. One day, while Mark is practicing, he gets injured in his knee. Everyone takes him to the hospital, and after reaching there, it is revealed that Mark won't be able to fight. As soon as Brendan hears this, he goes to Frank and says that if there is no problem, he can fight in Mark's place. Hearing this, Frank goes into deep thought and says that he will talk to the tournament organizers. Time keeps passing like this. Then one day, Frank calls Brendan and tells him that his name has been selected and that he should prepare for the tournament. As soon as Tess finds out about this, she gets angry and says that you took such a big decision by yourself and didn't tell me even once. She says that she knows about this tournament because it is being talked about everywhere. A fighter named Koba is going to come in this tournament, who has never lost a single match till date, and he is extremely dangerous. Tess says that she doesn't want money, she wants Brendan. No matter how bad the situation is, if both of us stay together, we will face everything. If something happens to you during the fight, what will I do then? Brendan says that he will fix everything. They have only this one chance. Now the fights are about to begin very soon. All the fighters are called, and presentations are going on. Brendan sees Tom there, but Tom ignores his brother and leaves from there. Soon, news starts spreading everywhere about Tom. He is a war hero. When he was fighting in Iraq, he saved the life of a soldier. When that soldier sees Tom on TV, he makes a video to thank him and sends it to the news channels. Because of this, now everyone is talking about Tom everywhere, because he is such a big hero. But at night, now, Brendan comes to meet Tom, but Tom does not want to talk to him. 14 years ago, Brendan had left everyone for Tess. Because of that, Tom was left all alone, and he left this place completely by himself. Brendan tries to show Tom a picture of his family, but Tom says that he has no interest in that picture. He says, "I will never forgive you. You left the entire family for a woman." After saying this, he starts to leave. Then Brendan tells Tom that he has forgiven Patty, and he has forgiven Tom and their mother as well. Hearing this, Tom gets angry and says, "Who are you to forgive us? Don't ever show your face to me again." After saying this, he leaves from there. Soon, the fights begin. Today is the first fight, and today Tom is going to fight here. Everywhere, people are only talking about Tom, that he is a war hero. But no one knows what kind of fighter Tom really is. Tom has no sponsors, and there is no entry music when he comes in. All of this is done intentionally by Tom. He doesn't want anyone. He is breaking all the rules here, yet he is everyone's favorite fighter. Then Tom enters the ring, and as soon as the fight starts, Tom knocks out his opponent in a single blow. He doesn't even wait for him to get up. He opens the ring door and walks out. He has so much confidence in himself that he doesn't give importance to anyone. Seeing this, everyone is shocked. Now we see that the next fight is Brendan's. When Brendan enters the ring, the other fighter attacks him aggressively. Everyone is talking that Brendan is not a fighter, he is a physics teacher. Brendan keeps taking the blows, and in the end, the fighter chokes him. On the other side, we see that after the fight, Brendan sends a message while the opponent fighter keeps choking him. Frank tells him not to tap. The round ends. But as soon as the second round begins, Brendan attacks aggressively. After fighting for a while, he applies an arm lock. The opponent has to tap, and with this, Brendan wins his first match. Seeing this, Joe becomes happy, and as soon as Tess receives the message, she also becomes happy. A total of 16 fighters had participated, but now only 8 are left. The next fight is Koba's. Koba defeats his opponent very badly. Then Brendan's second match begins. This time as well, Brendan fights very well and wins his second match too. Then we see Tom again. When Tom fights this time, he again does not give his opponent much of a chance and wins the match by knockout. But after winning, he does not celebrate. He goes and sits outside. Patty tells him that he is proud of him, that he is his son. He says that saving a soldier's life in the war is a very big thing. But Tom says that when the Union people found out that he had saved that soldier's life, they removed him from there. Hearing this, Patty begins to understand. He wants to become a good father. He wants to know what is really going on inside Tom's mind. But Tom gets angry and says, "Stop pretending to be a good father. When you used to drink, you were better than this. Now you are completely useless. All day long, you just disturb my mind." The conversation turns bitter. Patty goes back to his hotel room and drinks a lot of alcohol. When Tom comes there and sees his father, he gets disturbed. He feels that all of this is his fault. Patty tries very hard to control himself. Then Tom hugs him and apologizes. This makes Patty very happy. After many years, Tom has hugged him. Now the fights begin again. Only 4 fighters are left, and now the fight is between Tom and Mad Dog. All the people here are shouting Tom's name. Mad Dog is the same fighter whom Tom had defeated earlier. Mad Dog is extremely aggressive and wants revenge. When the fight is about to start, he abuses Tom badly, but Tom gives no response. As soon as the fight starts, Tom attacks Mad Dog. He beats him so badly that Mad Dog stops thinking clearly. He gets stunned for a while and doesn't understand how to respond to Tom's attack. By then, Tom completely dominates him and defeats Mad Dog. After winning, Tom reaches the final. Then we see that Brendan's fight is about to happen, and it is against Koba, who is everyone's favorite. Everyone believes that Koba will win this tournament. All of Brendan's students have come to watch him fight, and Tess is also there. Soon the fight begins, but Koba attacks Brendan aggressively. Brendan has no answer to his attacks. He keeps getting lifted and slammed. Within moments, Brendan's condition becomes very bad, and the first round ends. As soon as the second round begins, the same thing happens again. Tess closes her eyes, and the rest of the people also become very disappointed, especially Brendan's supporters. When the second round ends, Frank comes to Brendan and says that the moment he feels that Brendan's life is in danger, he will throw the towel. Brendan's life is more important to him. He says that this is the final round. If you don't do anything in this round, I will pull you out of here. Then Brendan goes back to fight. Koba once again attacks him. But this time, Brendan fights very smartly. He knows that he cannot match Koba's strength. He keeps getting close to him, hitting him repeatedly, and tries to lock him. After some time, Koba comes in close, and Brendan had been waiting for this exact moment. He locks Koba's arm and starts breaking it. As soon as Koba feels the pain, he taps, and in the same way. With this, Brendan also reaches the final. Everyone is extremely happy with Brendan's victory, and now the final match is going to be between Brendan and Tom. Meanwhile, news spreads everywhere about Tom, that after this match, the Marines are going to arrest him because they believe that he deceived everyone by saving the lives of those soldiers. But here, people also find out another truth, that Tom and Brendan are real brothers. Tom had changed his surname and was using his mother's surname. But today the whole world comes to know that these two are brothers. Then the fight begins. Brendan has his entire family with him to support him, but Tom is completely alone, and he wants to remain alone. As soon as the fight starts, Tom attacks Brendan aggressively. He doesn't give Brendan any chance to recover and keeps hitting him with punch after punch. Then the round ends, but even after the round ends, Tom throws one more punch at Brendan. Nobody likes this at all. Meanwhile, we also come to know another thing. If Tom wins the tournament today, he will give all the prize money to his friend's wife, whose husband died during the war. After the first round, Frank goes to Brendan and tells him that Tom is very fast. Don't attack him directly. Just keep moving around the ring, and he will definitely chase you. Try to tire him out. But Tom still doesn't leave him alone and keeps beating him. Then the second round also ends. As soon as the third round starts, Brendan begins to use his mind. He knows what his strength is. The moment Tom comes close to him, Brendan gets a chance and locks him. Tom tries to escape, but Tom is very stubborn. He won't tap. Brendan keeps trying again and again, but Tom still doesn't tap. Then Brendan dislocates Tom's shoulder. After dislocating it, Brendan realizes that he has done something wrong. But Tom still isn't going to listen to anyone. Even in this condition, he is ready to fight. He doesn't care what his condition is. He just wants to fight. He keeps fighting with just one arm. Patty, sitting there, sees his children in this condition, and his heart fills with pain. He doesn't want his two sons to fight like this. Another round ends. He knows that this fight is completely unequal. Tom is fighting with only one arm. For the first time, Tom looks towards his father and asks what he should do. Patty signals with his body and gives his consent to Brendan, that he should defeat Tom no matter what he has to do. Both of them know that Tom will never give up. Brendan stands up again, and both brothers start fighting once more. No matter how much Brendan hits him, Tom is not going to give up. In the end, Brendan starts choking him. While choking him, Brendan keeps apologizing to Tom again and again. He says that he is sorry for all his mistakes. He tells Tom that he loves him and asks him to forgive him. He says that he always wanted to stay with him and that he still wants to stay with him. Brendan keeps repeating these words again and again. Finally, Tom taps and loses the match. Brendan wins the match along with the $5 million. But Brendan doesn't let anyone come close to Tom. He wants to take care of him. He hugs his younger brother and carries him out of the ring. He makes Tom realize that he always wanted to stay with him, that he is there for every need of his, and that he is still with him and will always remain with him. And with this, the story ends here. So friends, Today's video ends here. If you like this video, then like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.